You're listening to the Powwow Trail on the Native Broadcast Network.
I'm Native Guy 1.
I'm Native Guy 2.
And you're listening to the
Powwow
Powwow
Trail.
Trail.
Hoka!
Hoka, hoka. What is going on, Native Guy 2?
Not much, man. It is good to be back.
It is always great to be back. You know, it's been a while since we've been on the air, but you know what? It wasn't because of this guy.
You're fired.
Yeah, he didn't fire us. We're still here. You probably didn't hear that because it's not plugged into the system correctly. But hey, that's what happens when you're just doing things on your own.
You're fired.
Oh, there we go. Now it's nice and loud.
So, hey, what's been going on? What's been happening? How's that powwow trail been for you going?
It's been going pretty good, actually. I'm actually on a little break right now, unofficially for the month of October. Unless I can find a powwow, then I'll go to it.
Oh, when she kick you out? Hey,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. So, man, it's been a good season for the powwow trail. But I love watching the YouTube, everything like that, seeing the different powwow videos coming up, everything of that nature.
The
as well
Snapchats.
as the Snapchats, the face streams or whatever the heck they are. I don't know
The
what you
face
call them.
stream.
The Instagrams and everything like that. They are some cool stuff. But you know, on the powwow trail, there's been some things that I've noticed and seen, especially since we're in the modern times. Me and Native Guy 2, we're going to talk about these. But what else been going on?
Just getting stuff ready. Getting ready for Halloween.
Oh yeah, what you going to dress up as?
I don't know yet.
Ku Klux Klan member
I
again?
was thinking about going as an Indian.
Indian. They've got those good stuff. You know, you don't have to get your regalia on. You can go to Spirit Halloween, and that is not a plug for them. And get your feathers and everything that they have. So, what do you think about that kind of stuff? What do you think about that, actually?
You know what? I was walking around. Is it called Spirit? I think the Halloween store.
Yes.
And I was looking around, looking at different stuff, and you know, I try to be really objective on everything. Like, you know, it bothers me. But when I see it in the store in person, oh man, it just pisses me off.
One year I took a picture just because I had to look at what they're selling, and you know, a lot of people on Facebook and everything like that too. They pay attention to these things, and it's like, you know, we're not a culture that you need to misappropriate or anything like that. There's
Oh
no
yeah,
need for you.
definitely.
Why are you still selling these outfits and everything like that? Fake feathers, painted feathers, and everything, and dress up as a Cherokee princess or an Indian princess and all that.
But you know what bothers me more is they're such hokey outfits.
They are. They are. They are some of the most hokiest.
You know what? Get a. If you're gonna do it right. You know,
That's
if you're gonna do something, do it 100%.
You have to do it 100% because you know why?
I love the sorties.
Yeah, we're not talking
Yeah.
about them.
Don't do nothing half.
Hey, no cussing around. Yeah, we've got all kind of stuff going on. Hey, I was at the powwow the other day.
Which powwow? Which one are we talking
I
about
was
here?
over here at this one right behind my house, you know, right
Oh,
behind Indian Nations University. Hello, Haskell.
Whoop, whoop.
And it was pretty cool. It was enjoyable.
I went to the powwow Saturday night for like 45 minutes just to say hi to a few people that came a long way in, you know. But then after that, I went home, you know. So it was no powwow for me all weekend.
Man, I was at the powwow. I was checking out the babe. I met this one babe, and you know what? Oh, you turned.
Does she have big clitoris?
Yes, she did.
Yes, she did.
And whenever I seen him, I went.
What'd you do?
This.
Cool.
And then I asked her this.
Hey, baby. Are we like gonna do it?
Wait, y'all.
Gee.
And then I got slapped in the face, so it happens.
What?
It happens.
With the moccasin?
With the moccasin. But anyways, no, we're not talking about that kind of thing. We're just having a little fun on the powwow trail, you know.
Again, you're trying to get back into the swing of things.
We were up at me and Native Guy too. We was up farther north of the White Cloud Indian Reservation. I guess the Iowa tribe, is that what they are?
It's part of the Second Fox tribe.
The Second Fox tribe. We was up there. It was great. We were both trying. I was up there trying to sing. A bit of a rough time with that up there. That's a different story for a different time.
Mm-hmm.
Just the way some things are handled. But it was a good time up there.
I like it. I've always liked that power. It's just real chill, laid back, and just good time.
It's one of those good time things at the power.
But this does segue into one of the things that we wanted to talk about at that Iowa powwow. How do you feel about drones flying around?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, because when I was at that powwow, well, it wasn't exactly. I don't know if did they have drones flying around the Iowa powwow.
I seen one drone. I seen one drone flying around.
And it could have been a government drone. They want to know what those Indians are doing, just trying to figure out where to drop the bomb. But the particular powwow where I seen a drone is pretty neat. They're cool technology. The drones were popular when they were up at the DAPL. To stop them. You had all those Native American drone pilots were flying them around, keeping everybody abreast of what was going on, how things they were going.
Yeah.
But entering the powwow circle, it was kind of unique and strange. I mean, it's cool. I like it, but I'm also got mixed feelings because I sing at the big drum, the powwow drum, and just hearing those things. Sorry, I got bad sound effects. It kind of made me lose concentration. It's like, that thing's not going to fall out of the sky and hit me. It's hit.
Yeah. Most of the time, if they stay way up there, you know what? They don't bother me.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I'm just dancing to just for like a social powwow, they bug me a little bit more because I don't concentrate as hard dancing.
Yeah.
But when we're singing, though, I was sitting at the drum, sitting there singing, Wah! And behind me, I could hear it lowering down, and I was like trying to look behind me, like, what the heck is that? So,
and what you saying that because they're lowering it down. And again, it's cool technology, but what about when they're contesting and they just lower it down right in the middle of them dancers?
Yeah, that's
Do them dancers lose concentration?
I would think so. I mean, like I said, if it's a non-contest powwow, usually anything will distract me because I'm out there dancing around. I'm looking for my family, my cousins, my friends. Doing silly moves out there and stuff. But during a regular contest, I do get distracted from time to time. But it takes a lot more to distract me when I'm really concentrating, dancing, feeling the drum.
Yeah, and I mean, there's nothing wrong. I mean, I really like it's neat technology because it gives you a different perspective of looking at the powwow. It's just to where the noise and everything. Because look, we're in the modern world. I like modern technology. I love using it. Again, like I said, I use the Facebook Live and the Insta Chat and the Snapgram or whatever you call it.
Snapgram.
Those are fun little tools and everything like me, and it's just. The powwow circle with the drone thing, it's kind of new with the changing of generations, with the using of technology and how we're moving forward. It's just, I guess that's something we have to ask the elders and what they think and how they feel about it too. Well, what do you think about that?
Yeah, that would be something to check out because, again, that's one of the things that I've always known is how does different things distract you. Even like when you go into powwows and they have a news reporter there, generally they tell them, hey, just kick back, stay outside the arena because, they got the big telephoto lenses and stuff. But sometimes some of them will get in there and they'll get right in your face and start taking pictures. That's.
Well, I mean, it's like you said, just they'll get in your face. That's a drone can do just that.
Yeah.
They can fly it right into, and that was some of the things because they brought it in. They were flying it during grand entry. While they're bringing it in, cool. I mean, again, I haven't seen the videos. I know you can go to a website and watch where they put those up, the powwow videos and everything like that. I've seen them on Facebook. Again, they're magnificent shots.
Yeah,
I tell you, that's talent that those drone pilot has. But again, it's just one of those things that's a unique added feature to what the powwow is and how it's transforming in this modern century. What do you think? Uh, Moving from back in the days, I was thinking about this because I was thinking about this subject about the drones and everything. You have to go and get your 35 millimeter camera, take pictures, go to the Kodak photo booth shop or whatever. Some of you kids might not even know what that is,
Yeah,
and wait a week to see those pictures.
To the good old photo hut.
The photo hut that was used to be in the middle of a Kmart parking lot or Walmart. Well, not Walmart. What do you have? J.C. Penney or Gibson's or one of those parking lots. And you wait a week for those pictures to develop.
Or you could pay more money and have them done within like a day or two.
Yeah, and that's one of those things where you look at, or if you had more money, you get a video camera on a VHS or a Beta. Some of you probably don't even know what a Beta is, and record that way. Those were some of the things that people did. But now we can get it in an instant, and that's cool because you get different powwow channels. Different powwow.com places where you go. They live stream powwows. Again, that's the new thing, the new way to see the powwow. It's cool.
Yeah, I like it, especially in the winter because, like, what was the powwow that I watched? I watched Hunting Moon last year on powwows.com, I believe it was. And I didn't get to go to the powwow, but, I enjoyed sitting there watching the dancing and stuff. So it's and they're not in people's faces when they record. That's one good thing. They're not right there with the camera.
Yeah, exactly.
They're recording off little ways in there. But anyway, too, right now we're actually live broadcasting from YouTube.
We are. We're on YouTube right now. There's another person who just jumped in. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, definitely. And once we get this down a little bit better, we're gonna probably start doing all of our shows live like this on YouTube, and then have them uploaded to, I think we use SoundCloud.
And we do use SoundCloud. And if you're wondering, no, I don't have a toupee on. That's how my hair looks. It always looks that way, no matter how well I brush it.
Yeah.
It just goes the way it wants to.
Did we name this episode?
No, we didn't name it.
Okay, we'll just, I don't know. We'll
just call it L, whatever.
L. Excuse me, man. I got a cough today.
Native guy, too, is just coughing away. He's out of his NOS drink. You can see him on camera drink that. Now he'll drink it and he'll just get all hyperactive, start dancing, start singing. So
anyway, we can get back to our summer. Your summer, my summer.
I mean, it's pretty big. It's pretty basic. Hit a couple powwows again. Went to the Iowa powwow. Got sinus infection. Didn't get to make it back.
Oh, you know what? I got sick there too.
Yeah.
And I stayed in the rooms. The rooms I stayed in, a couple of people told me that after the powwow that they got sick too from those rooms. I think it was, the bed is so close to the air conditioning.
Oh, okay.
And when you turn it on, it hits you right in the face or right in the back. So that's probably what got me sick because that air conditioner is just right there.
I believe it. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed that. Again, it was the year before my relative was head singer at the Iowa powwow there. If you haven't been, it's in White Cloud, Kansas. It's way up there by the Nebraska-Kansas border. I don't know how far Nebraska is away from it.
Nebraska, if you go straight up 75, I believe Nebraska is 50 miles.
Okay, so it's pretty close to the border there. It's really a remote place. You don't get any kind of service. So when you're out there, you can do all kind of video recordings, but you can't get no internet unless you go on top of the hill. And if you're on the Sprint network like me, you get half a bar, so you can't do anything.
Well, even by White Cloud, they have that, what they call it, Facebook Hill.
The Facebook Hill, yeah.
Because everybody's up there trying to get reception, holding their phones and stuff. So.
But it was neat because last year, again, my cousin, he was a head singer. We sang war dance. We sang war dance songs all weekend long. And the difference from last year to this year was the number of drums that showed up. I was impressed.
Oh, there was a lot.
I could not believe the number of drums because the year before, I was hoarse after the first day and a half.
I've been to that powwow before when there was only like 3 or 4 drums.
Yes. And I think that was the year before was about 3 or 4 drums.
Yeah, and I like going to powwows with 5 to 7 drums.
Yeah.
That's perfect because you're singing about every 10 minutes or so. You know, maybe a little bit, like maybe 15 every 15, 20 minutes. So you get to sing within one. You get to sing within one session 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
But you know, you get some powwows that you set up, and man, there's so many drums that you only sing one time per session.
And
why don't you go tell your mom to shut up?
Ooh,
dang, he's
getting mean over here.
Mean.
Yeah, and that's one of the things this year, and that was the one thing that I enjoyed about that powwow, because in spite of getting sick and not making both days of the powwow, I didn't have to sing as much.
Yeah.
And that was enjoyable. And again, we won't go about what happened and singing and everything like that. That's a different story for griping and complaining on the powwow trail, which happens. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
And then from there, we were supposed to do an interview with the powwow coordinator.
Yeah. One of the Rebecca. She got married, so I don't know her last name, but her last name used to be Schlichting.
Mm-hmm.
And well, you ended up getting sick Sunday morning.
Saturday morning night when I left the powwow.
And then I ended up getting sick too. So we would have been doing the show coughing and sneezing, and it just wouldn't have been no good.
And
so hopefully,
we apologize for that. We're going to get that. We're going to get, and that's one of the things we're working on too, is getting people involved. We'll get them here on camera with us as well while we're doing our live shows.
Yep. And you know what? Like the powwows we've been to, I want to get them on the phone and talk to them a little bit about their powwows, their history of their powwows. You know, that way everybody can get a little background on it. And then, like, even the summer, you know, I went to my main goal this summer was to go to Muckleshoot, and I planned my whole summer around that because that was a powwow that I never went to.
Ooh. Where's Muckleshoot at? Is that Washington, isn't it?
Washington, right? It's right outside of Seattle, Washington. And it was nice. After that, we went down to...
Politicians are all talk, no action.
Boy, child, sounds like tribal government. Hey, all talk and no action. Hey, we've got people watching in. Thank you for joining us on the powwow trail. Let us know how the stream is going. I've got a slow stream. You hear a little bit slow. Hey, we're going into a break here for a little bit. I have no idea how we're going to do this. You'll hear some music, so you might see Trilby and I just bopping, dancing around. If I start dancing and it makes you crack up, then that's my fault.
So we can just, are we gonna leave the camera running or what?
Yeah, we're still on air.
We're still on air. All right. So if you guys can hear the music, you'll hear the music break. If not, you'll just see us. You'll probably see Native Guy 1 scratching his nose, picking his eye,
butt, whatever. It happens. But we're gonna go on a little break. We'll be back shortly listening to what Trilby's got set up for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. He thinks.
So we'll be back.
Yeah.
Right after this.
Yeah, right after this.
Hookah.
Hookah.
So, YouTube's still going, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, people. We're new to, did it just go off?
No. I got that. Watch.
We're new to this. I don't know if you can hear me. Oh, and everybody's back. So we're new to the broadcasting thing. We don't know how to do it. We should have had our music lined up, but
we don't, and it happens.
Yeah, it happens.
Whatever. But we're glad it went dark. Now we're back again. Whatever.
Yeah. So, well, I don't even have no music lined up.
You don't have no music lined
I
up?
have
I don't have nothing. I never have nothing lined up.
All right. Well, you know what? You guys get to see a little bit of the magic here because we don't have no music lined up.
So let's just keep going.
We're just gonna go right back into the show, and we're gonna edit the music in later
because we know how to. Trilby knows how to do that real good.
Yeah, and we don't have nothing lined up right now. So
even though we're kind of winging it and everything, that's the Native Broadcast Network. That's how we roll and everything.
That's how we roll.
I want to talk about something that's pretty serious. You know, this country's been going through some rough times.
Oh yeah.
Native Guy 2 is just coughing away. Give him your good health wishes, so he gets over whoever's throwing his medicine at him.
Hey, really? There you go.
But in all seriousness, there's been some serious things going on in this country.
So let's get back into it. You guys are gonna
stream videos and everything like that, just so you know, because we're still live.
Yeah, we're still live.
They will not have any music.
Yeah.
On the actual recording,
There'll be
there
about
will be
15 minutes.
music. I know how to do music on here,
We're still trying to set stuff up, so
but
you guys are getting the behind the scenes here. So,
let's see what happens here.
all right, you ready, sir?
No, I'm not ready. What
Oh,
are we
he's not
doing?
ready. We're gonna go back into the show.
I thought we was already in the show.
No, I haven't hit record yet.
Oh, well, we are live still on here.
Yeah, on YouTube we're still live.
I don't even know if they can hear us.
Oh well, let's get back into the show. Hookah!
What's
How
up?
was that?
Look,
Get the mics off of the camera.
it's going to be the mic. Well, the mics off the cameras are probably working, but we're running through a system.
Yeah. So if
you
we
ever
went
get in-
quiet there.
So if you're ever running a podcast, and this is a good thing too, if you're ever thinking about going out doing your own podcast, whatever, anything like that, make sure you understand how your setup is going and you're prepared to play some music, because we were not prepared.
Yeah, we just kind of jumped into this.
We just did it. And we're trying and this is our first live stream. Tell us what you think of the world. Whoa. And our hearts go out to the people who are going through tough times.
Oh yeah.
You know, this country's going through rough times. We've got tribal members, we've got family members, we've got native guy too who's coughing up a storm. You know, we got to think about these people. And you know, here, let's see what this does.
All right, let's see what it does. What it does, people.
What it do?
What it do?
I'm just kind of doing whatever.
I've been driving in my Indian car to the pound of the wheels drumming in my brain. My dash is dusty, my plates are expired. Please, Mr. Officer, let me explain. I got to make it to a powwow tonight. I'll be singing 49 down by the riverside, looking for sugar, riding in my Indian car. Got my T-bird in the glove box, I ain't got no spare. Got a feather from an eagle, I ain't got no care. The road is empty and my bottle of desire. Daylight is breaking, the sun touches fire. I got to make another powwow tonight. I'll be singing 49 down by the riverside, looking for sugar, riding in my Indian car. radiator steams, when headlights don't work, the radio can scream. I got a sticker that says Indian power. I stuck it on a bumper, that's what holds my car together. We're on a circuit of an Indian ring. We don't get old, we just get younger. When we're flying down the highway, riding in our Indian car. We're on a circuit of an Indian ring. We don't get old, just get younger. When we're flying down the highway, riding in our Indian cars. Riding in our Indian cars. Riding in our Indian cars. John Wayne's tea, John Wayne's tea. Are they plastic? Are they steel? Ha ha, hey, hey, ah, hey, hey, ah, hey, ah. John Wayne's tea, John Wayne's tea. Are they plastic? Are they steel? Ha ha, hey, hey, ah, hey, hey.
Only when 3 people are watching. Only when 3 people are watching. I know Paul Williams.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I bet you it's powwows.com.
John Wayne's tea, John Wayne's tea. Are they plastic? Are they steel? Ha ha, hey, hey, ah, hey, hey, ah, hey, oh God, there we go. John Wayne's teeth. Are they real?
Or are they steel?
Are they steel? For the break, what were you talking about?
Oh, I don't know. I was just rambling on about different things going on in the
Oh,
world.
and going on in the world and
But
stuff like that.
you know, we try to be serious, but it's hard to be serious, especially when you're on the powwow trail. Because the powwow trail, we come from a culture. Look, we appreciate the things, the people around. You know what? I bet you I don't even have my microphone
I was just getting
on.
ready to say, hey.
So I'm just talking randomly out of my mouth, wazoo. You know, we as people, American Indian people, this is my opinion, not everybody's opinion, how they feel or whatever. We follow things going on in the world, as Donald Trump will say.
It's political bullshit.
You know, those kind of things that are going on, and that's what's going on in the world right now. But you know, we as American Indian people, we have our own ways of dealing with these things.
Oh yeah, even like at powwows, usually on Sundays, a lot of powwows will have a memorial song, and it's just to remember those who are not in the arena anymore, and not just the arena. You know, if someone's at the powwow and their family member ain't with them no more, but they didn't powwow, you know, it's in the remembrance of anybody at the powwow and who's not at the powwow, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I mean, again, our people, we sing memorial songs and things like that for those who've gone, or for even things like the things that are going on in the world, like in Nevada, these hurricanes that have been going on. Those are people, our fellow human beings too, you know. And
did you see that thing? Actually, real quick on the hurricanes, did you see that thing? I think it was on Facebook, talking about what hurricanes are. That it was a lady, an African American lady, that brings in the hurricanes, and it hits anywhere that trading. She was a slave that came over, and it's showing her wrath of the places that they used to sell slaves along the East Coast.
Huh? Never knew that. I know there's another hurricane coming up too.
Hurricane Nate.
In coming up in Louisiana.
Yeah, coming up the coast. Hurricane Nate.
Kate.
Hurricane Nate. But that was that was a pretty interesting thing though about the
is.
hurricane. That's one thing I do that I like to do is anything that represents other culture. I like looking into it and their stories and stuff. So stories always fascinate me.
So yeah, I'm lost for words again. It's just one of these things. It's been a while. Haven't been on the air in a while. We're doing something new, trying different things out, especially with this podcast. We thank you all for joining us. It's one of those things that we're taking it to another level. I guess
Trying to.
We're trying to get feedback. This native guy,
and you can clearly see that none of us have schooling for this.
No, my schooling is for business. I go to school for business. I know how to manage things, numbers, but for digital and all that stuff.
Yeah, this is all homemade stuff that we're going through. I mean, I have a degree in computer technology and network administration, but I know how to take a computer apart.
Yeah,
I can tell you where the leaks are getting through to the YouTube on your network at work and stuff. But so. But this was something that we wanted to do. We just I think we both like hearing ourselves talk.
Yeah, I do.
Hey. So that's where the beginning of this came in. And then excuse me. Another part that I wanted to talk about was now there's some people out there who take powwows very seriously in the manner of professionalism.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about what I am talking about is fancy dancers, fancy shawl dancers, traditional. There's a lot of people out there that are running every day, not just for powwows, but to stay healthy.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
But I always wondered, when is the powwows going to hit that point of where everybody's working out 24/7 to hit this powwow, to hit this powwow? Even team dancer, what I used to think about a long time ago was, if 3 people got together and worked on a routine for a team dance, they could be really, really good. They could do all kinds of stuff because when I throw together a team dance, because there's a team dance special, you can hear us going 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, turn right, and then everybody turns right. You can hear us counting stuff out, and no, you take the lead. No, we'll follow you. So I always wondered. I did a show in a while back on the East Coast, and that's another thing that got me thinking about it is because our show we did the same stuff every day for tourists. That at the beginning it was oh man, we got to practice, we got to do this, but by the second week, because we did it 2 or 3 times a day, it was everything was perfect. They'd come out, I'd start singing, they knew the cues, they knew my cues, and so that just made me wonder when is it gonna get to that point? Just a thought.
It's probably getting there pretty close. I mean, again, the way the powwows are evolving nowadays, the way they're changing quickly. We talked about how technology is changing the way powwows are seen, and how.
And I'm waiting for the first virtual powwow.
Where you can just
you set up a server online and you send in your 4-minute video of you dancing, and they record it, and they'll get online just do a live web show like this, saying, all right, here's the first place winner in this category, and then they show a clip of their dancing.
Don't give somebody an idea. You already gave it to them. We're going to try this out next week. 4-minute powwow. Joby's going to get all dressed up. Then we're going to get some other dancers together, and we're going to have a powwow that way. The prize money, nothing. You're doing it for the fun.
Yeah. And then we touched on it a little bit earlier, talking about photos. Sometimes it bugs me when people come out and they're right there in your face taking pictures.
That's that's the one thing. I know there's probably different things and ways that people do things for just taking photos. People, they're professional photographers, things like that. But that's the one thing. You're on Facebook, whether you want to be or not. Like that one, you're the guy to powwow. Hey, I haven't seen him. He owes me money. He said he couldn't go to that powwow. Next thing you know, I'm at that powwow. We chaw.
There you go. See, so if someone owes you money, check out Facebook Live. You can hunt them